What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here, and today we're going to talk about why isn't 10 plus 1 enough, right? Now, there's two everyday carry options that came out that are the largest. They are the biggest, hands down. Sales back it up. That's going to be the P365 as well as variants. And then the other is going to be the Glock 43X and 48. Predominantly, though, the 43X sells a bit more, right? Both sell like crazy. Both are extremely popular. And just like our country, typically these brands divide people down the middle, right? I like a lot of SIG handguns. The P365 is just not for me because of my experiences with it. As I've detailed, as I've shown on this channel, I've shown the handguns when they had the issues and so on, right? So that's just been my personal experience. And if you're looking for a grip module like this, code SPN for 5% off at Armory Craft. I actually like the grip modules. I just, I'd rate the P365 a 6 out of 10. And for reliability, that's where my love for the handgun goes out the window, right? But other than that, it is a great shooter. What I notice is so many people that comment on my channel, that I talk to, that I see in these videos, not only talk about, but they also promote carrying shield arms mags, right? And I get that these are the most popular handguns in the world, and they leave something to be desired, right? This right here is 11 plus 1. Actually, with this Tyrant base plate, I've been able to sneak in 11 plus 1 in the head. But typically, your Glock 43X and 48 is going to be 10 plus 1. Why isn't that enough for people? I get that there's other options out there with more rounds, but since when is 10 plus rounds not enough? Imagine letting 11 rounds go in a self-defense encounter and still needing more. Now, I get a lot of people say, oh, I've never heard anyone say, oh, I had too many rounds. I get that. But typically speaking, you're going to be in jail for a shooting that's 11 rounds. Typically speaking, it's 3 to 5 rounds. Typically speaking, 70% of self-defense encounters, you simply just have to say you have the handgun or brandish it. You don't even let a shot go. And these are all from that Georgetown study if you guys are interested, right? Why switch up to shield arms mags, right? Not only, if you want more capacity, just get the Hellcat Pro. Right here is the Hellcat Pro Comp, an all-around better handgun than the 48 and 43X, in my opinion. Overall gun is what I said. I actually like shooting the 48 better and think it feels better in the hand and shoots better. But the Hellcat Pro has the capacity you're looking for. In this case, it has the comp you're looking for. In this case, it has a rail, where I guess you can still get the MOS versions, which have rails. But if you bought early like me, you do not have a rail. So go this route. But if you're not, then you're stuck with 10 plus 1. Since when is that not enough? Since when? That is crazy. People are willing to go over to Shield Arms, buy a 15-round mag, and say, you know what? I am better off. In what world do we take a Smith & Wesson Shield Plus and buy an aftermarket mag? Because this setup right here is 10 rounds. Since when would you trust that? Since when would you go with your Glock and go buy a KCI mag or a ETS mag and say, you know what? I take everyday carry serious. You just wouldn't. It just doesn't happen. If you want a little bit more out of your 10 plus 1, buy Glock 33 and 357 SIG. This is a 9 plus 1, or get the 10 plus 1 mag, which looks like this. That's 10 plus 1. Compared to here, that's what it looks like. And you get much better stopping power. Much better stopping power. Simple as that. But do not buy Shield Arms mags. I talk to people who are part of the industry. I talk to people who test firearms for a living. I talk to people who literally make a living off of firearms. The last thing you need to carry is aftermarket mags. If anything, maybe grab a base plate. But I'll let you guys know something. Since I've started YouTube, I've done many polls on the Shield Arms mags. I did polls on the Gen 2s. I did polls on the Gen 3s. I did polls on them as a whole. And when I ask, I say, what has your experience been, right? And give or take a couple percentages, because there's always people who are going to be idiots and try and throw the poll off, or whatever the case may be. They might even lie. When the results come up, it is literally split 50-50. 50-50. I don't care if your handgun is reliable with Shield Arms mags. If there's a handgun released, which, this may have been close to 50-50, but if there's a handgun that's been released and 50% of them were unreliable, would you even consider buying that handgun? You wouldn't. If a Springfield Armory came out, had all the features in the world, right? The greatest. Let's say they fit 20 plus 1 in the setup right here. Or let's just say, for the sake of argument, but it was 50% reliable from the market, from the factory, right? You wouldn't go near it. But here's the thing. People will take their 48 and be like, you know what? It doesn't have as much as the Hellcat. It doesn't have as much as the CSX. I feel outgunned. What happened to men trusting their training? There's, being aware, avoiding bad situations. You know why very few of us ever get in self-defense encounters? Because we stay out of certain areas. We mind our business. We're polite. We don't do dumb things. That right there alone will keep you out of any self-defense encounter in majority of cases. But in the off chance you do get involved in one, 10 plus 1 that will go off is better than 15 plus 1 and taking a chance that it doesn't. The amount of people that I've talked to in the last week alone about Shield Arms mags drives me crazy. I don't have this channel to mislead you guys or just soak up money or whatever the case may be. I have this channel to be real and keep it honest with you guys. I have this channel to guide you in a certain direction to make sure you are carrying at your best, right? To be honest, I'm carrying right now an 8 plus 1 shield. I feel perfectly fine carrying this. I have all these options on the table. 15 plus 1, 10 plus 1, 15 plus 1 again. All these options, right? But I still feel completely comfortable with the way I shoot this thing, how fast I shoot it, how accurate I am with it, and how well I draw it. 8 plus 1. What happened to the confidence in your skills? What are you going to do? Spray and pray? No. When it's self-defense, you're going to be focused on the target. Those shots have to hit target. If you're missing 11 rounds or the thread is not down after 11 rounds, you are probably looking at legal problems to the max. But if you are looking for more capacity in a shorter setup, right here, Glock 26 Gen 5 with an SLR Rifle Works plus 5 base plate. I have 8 of these, never a single malfunction. I have 1 in 45 as well and 1 in 10 millimeter, never a single malfunction. And I've tested mine thoroughly. 15 plus 1 on the left, 10 plus 1 on the right, or 11 plus 1 with this mag right here. Look at that. And I promise you, this will shoot flatter. But there is nothing wrong with 10 plus 1. Always OEM. I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to have people that get down below and say, you know what? 10 plus 1 isn't, I need the shield arm mags. I don't care. I'd rather have more than less. The day you need your firearm is probably going to be the day that stuff goes wrong. If you're in a self-defense encounter, chances are things are already going bad. The last thing you need is a malfunction on your second shot, failure to feed, whatever the case may be. I have had 100% luck with all of my shield arm mags. I have 9 shield arms mags, Gen 2s, and 1 Gen 3. Never a single hiccup. There is not a day in life you will see me carry without an OEM mag. Not a single day. Right here, this is not a carry gun. This is a test gun that I actually test a lot of the mags with. And like I said, 100% reliable. But I only run OEM. I don't carry my 43X. OEM mags, guys. It's simple. If it's a carry gun, take it serious. A lot of people what I've noticed is what gun culture has become is having the prettiest, the most attractive carry gun. Not the gritty, beat-down tool, whatever. It runs. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for business, to defend myself and make it home. I don't care what it looks like. Look, I got flaps hanging off mine. I got scratches. I got dents. Look at that. Look at the finish on this thing. Just ridiculous. But guess what? This handgun always goes bang. And I only use OEM mags with it. I trust my stuff, or I test my stuff heavily, thoroughly, whatever the case may be. If you want more than 10 plus 1, do not buy Shield Arms mags. Invest in a new carry gun. But I'm here to tell you that 10 plus 1 will be just fine, especially out of a reliable Glock 48. You're basically taking a perfectly reliable handgun and turning it into a possible disaster. Thanks for watching, guys.